The following contains spoilers for the upcoming season of Game of Thrones. Hey guys, today I'm bringing you fate of Arya Stark in the upcoming season. Her role will be as important as it has been so far, but way more interesting. Arya will finally arrive at her home, will finally arrive at Winterfell, but on her way home she will have two encounters, of which one was confirmed a week ago. Arya will also, by my theory, kill one major character, will kill a man that is among a few others guilty for destruction of her family, just as she did in season 6 finale, but now she will kill a man that orchestrated her father's death, a man that set up a fight between wolves and lions, threw the Seven Kingdoms into a state of chaos, from which he personally benefited. Arya will kill Peter Baelish in season 7 finale. So with all of that being said, let's just jump into it. While we've seen a lot of leaked photos from filming set in which most major characters took their plates, there are only a few leaked photos of Maisie Williams, if we can even call it leaked, which were taken while she was preparing for the shooting. While there is not any leaked photo of Arya, there's one short scene from HBO's official teaser of a new season which actually gave us something. In HBO's official teaser we can see a few quick scenes, of which one scene includes Arya Stark, as we can see Arya on horseback wearing North clothes. In my opinion, it's a scene of Arya's arrival at Winterfell. While Arya knows exactly what happened to her father, mother and her eldest brother, she's aware of their deaths. She doesn't know what happened to her other siblings, doesn't know if her two brothers, Bran and Rickon, her sister Sansa and her brother aka cousin Jon are dead or alive. She finally came back home after all these years of suffering, and that's her face expression with all emotions in it. Arya's arrival at her home is not surprising at all, since Arya told Jaqen H'ghar herself who she really is and where she is heading. A girl is Arya Stark of Winterfell, and I'm going home. It was easy to assume, even before official teaser was published, that Arya will finally arrive at Winterfell and that we're going to have a full Stark reunion, as I'm expecting that Bran will also arrive at Winterfell even before Arya. Before that reunion happens, Arya will have more than an interesting trip to Winterfell, full of the encounters. As my prediction a few months ago was that on her way home, Arya will finally will reunite with her direwolf Nymeria that she forced to leave as she was afraid for her direwolf's well-being, which was the consequence of Nymeria protecting Arya from the Prince Joffrey Baratheon by biting Joffrey's arm. This same prediction came true a week ago with a few photos. The actress that portrays Arya and the wolf that looks just like Nymeria were in Canada last week for season 7 shooting. Maisie Williams was spotted in Calgary, while in the same time there were wolves filming, which company by the name of the Instinct Animals for Film revealed and at the same time confirmed with their post on Instagram. Now, of course that I wouldn't say that this reunion is confirmed, since this same company doesn't only train animals, in this case wolves, for Game of Thrones series. That could have been nothing more than coincidence, but not only that this wolf looks just like older version of direwolf Nymeria, older version of the dog who played Nymeria in season 1, but also on the same shooting, the white wolf by the name of Quigley was there, the same wolf that has played Jon's direwolf Ghost, which confirms that his shooting was for Game of Thrones purposes. As like this wasn't enough for us to figure out that this wolf will play Nymeria in the upcoming season, on Instinct Wolf's post, they have also used hashtag Winter is Coming, which is the official family motto or words of House Stark. While Maisie Williams and Wolf were filming on the same place, in Calgary, there aren't photos of those two shooting together, since actors are not allowed to interact with wolves and also need to be digitally enlarged. Those two wolves, of which one that is portraying Jon's direwolf and the one that will portray Arya's direwolf, are not the same animals that portrayed all 6 direwolves in the first season of Game of Thrones, in which they were portrayed by the Northern Inuit dogs. And that's why actors and actresses were filming together with their direwolves in the first season. Additionally, when season 1 wrapped out, showrunners decided to replace dogs with an actual wolves, and the dogs used as direwolves were offered to the young actors who played their owners in the show, which resulted in Sophie Turner adopting the dog that played Lady. Now that we know that Arya will reunite with her direwolf Nymeria, in my opinion, this same direwolf will reunite with Arya by saving her life. This prediction of mine is simply a result of considering that Jon's direwolf mostly appeared in crucial moments, such as saving the Lord Commander's life with whining at the door, saving Sam's life from a White and giving a chance to the Lord Commander to destroy the White with fire, helping to kill the wildlings during the Battle of Castle Black, protecting Sam and Gilly from two former criminals in the Night's Watch that attempted to rape Gilly, and also was defending Jon's body. Besides this fact, there is even more important fact that is going in favor of my prediction. It's a fact that the Battle of the Bastards took 25 days to film, required 600 crew members, 500 extras, 70 horses and 25 stunt people. Costed a huge amount of money, but still director Miguel Sapochnik that directed that episode had to choose between Woon Woon and Ghost, as he said himself, along with the statement that it was the result of an incredibly time-consuming and expensive character. So here's the answer for all of us that were wondering why Ghost wasn't protecting Jon. With all proofs that Nymeria will reunite with Arya, and with all of these facts being said, I came to a conclusion, we can call it prediction, that Nymeria's appearance will be nothing less but glorious. Nymeria will appear and save Arya, as she saved her from Joffrey. Beside this, at this point confirmed encounter, Arya will also most likely have an encounter with Melisandre. Now that Melisandre is heading south, while Arya is heading north, and after Melisandre's prophecy that she told to Arya, I see a darkness in you, and in that darkness, eyes staring back at me. Brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Eyes that you'll shut forever. We will meet again. I can't see this encounter not happening. Arya did shut all of these eyes. The only remaining thing of that prophecy to come true is Melisandre meeting Arya again. In my opinion, this Melisandre's prophecy will come true in the first episodes of the upcoming season. The question is, how that meeting is going to end? Well, we'll have to wait a little longer for that answer, but there are only two possible outcomes in my opinion. We know Arya, and we know that she's dedicated to decreasing the names on her kill list, and we also know that Melisandre is on that list. The possible outcome could be either Arya killing Melisandre, after which Lord of Light would bring her back to life, since she has many things yet to do as she said herself to Jon, or Melisandre somehow managing to convince Arya that she saved Jon's life, which would bring her Arya's absolution. After an interesting trip full of the encounters, Arya will finally arrive at Winterfell, whereupon, by my theory, she's going to revenge not only her father but her whole family, since Littlefinger is one of a few men guilty for House Stark's destruction. In leaked plot, there's stated that in the last episode of the upcoming season, Sansa is going to sentence Littlefinger to death, which Arya will carry out. I've already brought you a theory in which Littlefinger is going to die on his first wedding night, after he marries Sansa Stark, the wedding that won't end as Littlefinger wants, so feel free to check it out for more details if you haven't already. Long story short, this theory of mine starts with Peter Baelish, who did all he could to set Sansa as a queen in the north, betrayed Ned Stark in order to set up a fight between wolves and lions, the man that also poisoned Joffrey Lannister on Joffrey's own wedding with help of Olenna Tyrell to save Sansa, and then that same saved girl, already tortured by Lannisters, was handed over to even more sick oppressor, Ramsay Bolton. And all in favor to turn the North against the Boltons and to give him opportunity to lead the Knights of the Vale that he is commanding with by manipulating young Lord Robin, which he provided by killing Robin's father and mother, all in favor to set Sansa as the queen in the North. Littlefinger didn't expect that Jon, who is not even the heir of House Stark, would be proclaimed as the king in the North by other northern lords. That's also the moment in which he started making a new plan, a plan which involves Sansa as his wife, as a wife with whom he would manipulate as he's manipulating with Robin, which would provide him the Northern Army and would lead him one step further to conquering the Iron Throne. His plan by this theory is to either make a conflict between Jon Snow and the North, or to arrange Jon's death, but also to make sure that this time he will get the Northern Army, which marrying Sansa would assure. This same man, Littlefinger, will start his new plan by marrying Sansa, but at the same time, he won't be aware that Sansa is manipulating him, that Sansa and Arya found out the truth about his betrayal over their father, which would the Hound reveal to them as the Brotherhood without banners is heading north. That's the moment in which the wedding between Sansa and Peter is going to happen, the moment which will lead to their wedding night, which is orchestrated by two Stark sisters, by Sansa and Arya. As this theory continues, Littlefinger and Sansa after the wedding feast will go to their room, and while they're alone and while Baelish thinks that his cunning skills and his genius mind again resulted with the Starks being manipulated, in that very moment, Sansa will put a dagger down Littlefinger's throat, the moment in which Sansa will enter the room, the moment in which we have two Sansas, the moment in which Arya is taking off Sansa's face while holding a dagger on Peter's throat, whereupon Arya is killing him while Sansa is watching. As some kind of proof that Arya is able to use face of someone that is alive, I'm relying on a scene that took place in the final episode of season 5, a scene in which Jaqen H'ghar wore Arya's face who was standing just beside him. That scene might confirm that the Faceless Man assassins can wear the face of a person that is not dead, a person that is still alive, which makes this theory, in which Arya is using Sansa's face and is killing Littlefinger, while Sansa is entering the room, much more possible, and I have to admit, this theory would totally fit to the Game of Thrones series. Feel free to check it out for more details about this theory of mine. Let me know your opinion that I brought you today about Arya's role in the comment section down below.